Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new to this channel, my name is Amra and this is Amra's Beauty Blog. I'm a freelance makeup artist with a passion for all things beauty. If you're a subscriber, then a welcome return. If you like this content and would like to see more, then please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell for weekly uploads. Today I'm going to be talking to you about something really special, the new SUQQU Pre Holiday 2020 collection, and I am so excited to present this to you. So this is the full collection. It comes in a lovely presentation box. I have actually not bought anything from SUQQU in a collection box in the past, so this for me was really sort of a bit of a treat really. This is called the SUQQU Silk and Sparkle Kit, and in this kit you get the two limited edition eyes. So you get the designing eyes in 135, the designing eyes in 136. You also get the SUQQU Powder Blush Compact in 102, the SUQQU Comfort Lip Fluid Fog in 102 and the SUQQU Comfort Lip Fluid Fog in 103. Everything from the SUQQU Pre-Holiday collection is set in an exclusive gift box. The box design takes inspiration from the collection theme, beautiful oriental garments with embroidery of silk and golden threads. So you can see from this box that there is quite a lot in here, and I thought, you know what, let's open this together and I can show you what it's like inside. So this is the box. When you open it up, you can see that all the packages, so this whole set is in here basically. So you've got the two eyeshadow quads, the two lips, and underneath this you also have the cheek palette underneath all this as well. And then if you look further in, so I'll just take each of these out and then we can have a look at these together. You remove everything, and then at the bottom it's got this lovely sort of gold paper, sort of mache paper, which is really lovely. So that is the box, and I thought today would be really good to show off a couple of things. I have the SUQQU foundation on at the moment. This is the cream foundation, and I also have the concealer. So this is part of the new launch, and I do have a separate video on the foundation and on the concealer, which I will link to you in the video below. And it's amazing. It's given my skin such a lovely glow, and I feel like the colour is just perfect. This colour is 040. And I also thought it would be nice to show off my nail polish. This was from the previous collection, and what I love about this is it's very autumny, and I love the colour, and this is one of the limited edition shades as well. I think you still might be able to get the nail polish in certain stockists. Today we're going to do two looks, so I thought what we would do is use the cheek palette for both looks, and then what we'd also do is I would do a look which is a bit more warmer with one of the palettes, and then I'll do a more cooler look with the other palette. But first, before we do that, I want to tell you a little bit more about the collection. The Holiday 2020 collection theme is basically around the idea of RYOU Kinshu. Basically, it's a Japanese expression that refers to beautiful and elegant clothing, or to dress up gorgeously. This collection drew inspiration from Eastern elements such as silk, pearls, gold, and other materials, as well as exotic colour combinations, delicate embroidery, and the beautiful expressions created through skillful dyeing and weaving techniques. So SUQQU presents graceful and elegant feminine makeup that sparkles with the brilliance of the holiday season. So I just love that inspiration. I love the fact that all their collections, and I think I've said this before, is inspired by something, and it just gives the collection meaning, and it also means that when you do put the collection on, you just have that association, and I think that's absolutely wonderful. So that is what the collection is about. So as we're creating two looks, I thought maybe the first look we could do is the natural look, which is going to be more like a cooler look, and I'm going to use the palette which is here, and this is the palette 136. So I'm going to show you what this looks like, and you can see in more detail. So I'm just going to point out to you which one is which, but that one is sort of like a matte colour, that is also matte, and then you've got sort of like a shimmer here, which is really good for highlighting, and then you've got a really lovely sort of semi-matte colour here. It's kind of shimmery in this corner. I hope the video does it justice. I know it's catching the light a little bit, but it is a beautiful palette. So like I said, my face, it's got just foundation, there's nothing else on there, and a bit of concealer. So I thought I'd take the classic crease Sonia G brush, and I'm going to go into the matte colour, which is the top right, and I'm just going to put that on my lid. What I love about this is it's a really lovely crease colour, just to put as a base, and I'm just putting it on my crease and just on my eyelid there. One of the things I forgot to mention was when I was in store, I did try all of these out, and I used a cotton bud, and even with a cotton bud I was able to get some really lovely looks. So this is with a brush, so hopefully we'll get an even better look with this. So I've gone in with the matte colour. I'm just literally putting that down as a base, and there's no sort of rules. You can even use these two, if you have both eyeshadow palettes, you could probably use them together if you wanted to, and use this matte colour as a kind of base before you put on the other one as well. So I've just gone in with that, and then now I'm just going to go into this sort of more pinky shade. So I've just put the matte colour on with that, and then I'm now going to go into the lower colour here, which is the more brighter fuchsia shade. So I'm just going to go and literally put a little bit on the corner with my brush, just to give it a little bit of pizzazz, a little bit of light. But this palette definitely is more of a daytime palette, just because the colours are a lot more, I guess, more wearable during the day. Doesn't mean that the other one isn't, and I'll show you what I mean. But when I saw this palette, I thought, oh, this is a nice everyday palette. But it doesn't mean you can't wear it at night, because you can sort of jazz it up as well. And then I've got my Sonia G flat definer brush, which I really love for getting just along the eye line here. And I'm going to take the matte colour first, and I'm just going to put that just like that under my eye. And just to give it a little bit of something. And then I'm going to go into this brown shade. So it's very matte, and it's the brown shade that says SUQQU on it on the edge. And I'm just going to go in with my flat definer brush, and I'm going to use that as a liner. And I don't know if you can see it on camera, but it's really lovely. It's like a brown, dark, sort of chocolatey brown colour, and it's really nice. It's really lovely. What I might do now is, so I've got the two colours on my lid. So I've got the sort of more browny colour, then the pinky colour on the outside. And then what I might do, you could take your finger just for fun, and you can go in to that sort of highlighter shade, and you get a lot more pigment out of it. But I could even dab that on my lid, which I might do just there. And it just sort of pops a bit, just makes the colour pop. And just kind of, if you put it on the centre of the lid, just brings everything forward, and it's really nice. You can use it like that if you like. So I'll go in a little bit closer to show you. So as you can see, I've put sort of more stronger colour on the outside, and then on the inner I had the matte colour, and then I've put that on the top to make it pop, and then I've used the brown underneath the eye, just like an eyeliner. And there's nothing stopping you. You could even take the same brown, which I could do now, and then you could go in and you can just go into the lash line at the top if you like. And I haven't got any mascara on yet, so that's going to make it even nicer. It creates such a gorgeous look. So I'm literally just taking the brown, going as close as I can to the lash line to make it look more fuller. That looks really pretty. And then I've got my Sonia G Crease 1 brush, and what I like about this is you can use this to put sort of on the inner corner, put a little bit of highlight where you want it. So I'm going into the colour, and it's picked up the sort of sparkly pink, and I'm just going to go just on the inner corners, just to give it a bit of pop. And then I'm just going to take a little bit of that pink again, a little bit on the brow bone, just to make that pop a little bit. Same on that side. And then I'm just going to put a little bit on my Cupid's bow. And then, you know, if you want to play with it even more, you could even highlight like the center part, just a little bit there, if you want a little bit of light to come through, just to give it a little bit of light. Like that. And yeah, it's really, really gorgeous. That's just the eye look. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you the cheek palette. So this is the cheek palette, and I'm going to show you in a little bit more detail what this looks like before I put it on my face. Now, this is a kind of cooler version, I'd say, of the 101, which is the previous collection. But for now, let's have a look at the palette itself. So this is 102. But you can see how the colours are slightly more cooler than the previous palette. And you have 3 highlighters, which are here, here, and here. And then you have 3 blushes, which is here, here, and here. Compared to the other one, we'll do a comparison a bit later, but you do get a bit more payoff. I did try it in store and I found this one was a little bit more pigmented than the previous one. However, you just have to be a little bit more careful then, because you don't want to put too much on. You can basically blend it out. The highlighters are absolutely gorgeous in here, and actually I think this one comes across as a lot more sort of warmer toned, and I think this is probably better for darker skin tones compared to the other one. But let's have a look how it looks. So, as you can imagine, since I've seen photographs of this, I've been so excited to try it. I am loving the sort of collection here. I've got a Wayne Goss sort of brush here, which is one of the new ones he brought out. Because I want this to be a little bit more of a cooler look, I'm going to go with maybe the colour on the top right. Yeah, this one here. It just has a bit more of a kind of mulberry kind of cooler tone. So I'm just going to go in with my brush, and then I'm just going to put that on my cheek. So I'm just going to blend it out. And as you can see, I mean, I didn't even dab in that much, but the colour's coming through already, and I can build. And yeah, it's such a gorgeous colour. Really, really lovely. And that's just going into one colour. Like, I haven't blended it with any other colour or anything. And that is gorgeous. And then I'm going to do that on the other side. Same colour. And I'm literally just going to go like that. And you can see from there that the colour is absolutely gorgeous. Definitely more of the cooler toned in the palette. And there's even like a more orangey one as well, which you could probably use as well. But I just thought it'd be nice to try something a bit more on the purpley side. And then you can take the blush and just, that's what I like to do, is the rest of the blush, just put it just around the face, any sort of excess. Yeah. That's really, really pretty. So that is the blush. I now have some highlighter brushes. So what I'm going to do is, I really am interested in trying perhaps the more, so you have like this sort of champagne-y highlighter at the top, and then you have kind of like a more warmer pink sort of highlight, which is this side here. So that's more the champagne one. And then the other one is, yeah, kind of in between. So maybe we'll go with the in between where the SUQQU writing is. I'm just going to go in just like that with my fan brush. And I'm just going to go, oh, don't know if you can see that. It's literally, oh my God, just stunning. So I'm just putting that on my cheekbones. And I don't know if you can see that, but the light is showing it off. I have hardly put any on and it's just gleaming. It's stunning. We're going to go with the other side. Same thing again. And I'm just going to take my brush. This is the Sonia G Fan Pro brush. And I'm literally going in. And I don't know if you can see that, but oh my God. It is stunning, stunning. So you can see it on that side, and then you can see it on this side. And yeah, I'm just trying to balance it out just to make sure there's an equal amount on both sides. And then what I'm going to do is take a little bit of it just to put on the brow bone, and then same on the other side. And then just a little bit on the Cupid's bow, just like that. And then maybe just a little bit on the center, just to bring everything forward a little bit. And I've already got the highlighter from the eyeshadow in the inner corner, so I don't think I need to do that again, but you can do that with this palette. I'm sure you can. Loving it, absolutely loving it. It's so, so nice. I really don't know sort of how to kind of express that enough. This is gonna be sort of the basis of the cool look. So I'm now going to try the fog So we've got two fog colours and I'm going to go with the cooler one. So we have 103, which is MOMODOME, and we have 102, which is SHUUKA. The cooler tone is the more pinky one. So that was 103. I don't know if you can see that on my bottom lip. This is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. So I don't know if you can see the look, but the look it's created is so lovely. So this is eyeshadow, the cheek palette, and this is the SUQQU Comfort Lip Fluid Fog, and this is in the colour 103, I believe. So this is definitely more of the cooler toned of the two. It is beautiful. This is stunning, absolutely stunning. I love this look so far. So this is the cooler look. I've just put on a little bit of Pat McGrath Dark Star mascara, which is my go-to. I just love this look. It's so pretty. I think that it's an everyday look that a lot of people can wear, and I know we can't wear a lot of lips at the moment, but it's a really lovely cool lip, and I like that. Sometimes it's nice to have a cooler look than it is to have a warmer look, and I love the way that this is pretty versatile. Okay, so I'm back. I basically had to redo my foundation again because when I tried to rub it all off, a lot of the glitter got everywhere. So I'm starting off with a clean face again. And now we're going to try the other eyeshadow palette. So the other eyeshadow palette that I picked up was in the colour 135. And 135, it's got more bolder colours in it. So I'll show you what 135 looks like. You can see there's this lovely sort of purple, then there's kind of like, it's better in reality to see this, but that's probably the closest I'm going to get to show you what that colour is like. But it's really lovely on and very piercing. And then you've got more like a darker purple here, and then you've got this sort of pink highlight colour again here. This palette is definitely more of a sort of punchier colour. I'm not going to layer base with this one because I think we can go straight in with the colour, and I think the pigment is going to show through really well. So I'm going to take my Sonia G Crease Pro brush and I'm going to go into that gorgeous sort of peachy colour, which is here. You can see the pigment, it's really strong. And then I'm just going to go one swipe. This probably was the palette that I was drawn to most for my skin tone, and because it had such pigment. The same I'm going to do with the other eye. But I don't know if you can see how I literally just put a little bit on and it's kind of really piercing, really beautiful. So I'm just going in and you can see how the colour is just striking. It's coming across really beautifully. And then I thought, let's play with the sort of more purpley colour on the edge here, and I'm going to blend that purple in with this colour. I'm going to take my Sonia G Blender Pro brush and I'm going to go into that purple colour, which is the one on the corner here. Just tap in and I'm literally going to go to the edge and just blend, go into the socket line and blend those two colours together. Same on the other side. And those two colours look so pretty together. It actually reminds me of, I don't know if anyone remembers this, but Rihanna brought out some, I think it was like a foil highlight, and it had, I think it was called Sangria something, and it had purple and orange. And this reminds me a little bit of that when I see it on my eyes, when the two blends happen together. So I'm just doing that on the corner and blending it in to that kind of orangey colour. They look gorgeous. In reality, when you see it, you can see the orange and then it kind of blends into the purple. And if you can just get rid of the harsh lines, it looks so pretty. So yeah, that to me, that's such a lovely marriage of those two colours. I am going to take my Sonia G Flat Definer, which is my favourite go-to for doing under the eyes, and I'm going to go into that sort of aubergine type purple colour, which is here. just there. And I'm going to go on the lower part of my eye and just give myself a liner. And you can see how pretty that is looking. And again, I'm going to just take the same colour again and just go, just kind of reinforce it at the upper lid. It's a little bit harder to show because of the other colours that are there, but it's just really nice to have something at the lashes that just darkens it up and makes your lashes look fuller. So I've gone in with that, and oh, it's so, so pretty. And then haven't even done the highlighter shade yet. So I'm just going to go in with my Sonia G Crease Pro brush, and I'm going to go into that pink colour. I'm just going to go into the inner corner of the eye with that pink colour. Do the same thing just on the inner corner of the eye, and then I'm going to take the same colour, just put a little bit on my brow bone. You can see that. Same again on the other side, and a little bit on my Cupid's bow. And it's just giving a little bit of light to the face, even just a little bit, just on the bridge of my nose, just there. Just a little bit there, just to let it pop. And yeah, that is stunning. I love it. And you know, there isn't like, you can play with this. You can have one color, like I could go in again with the orange to make it pop a little bit more. You can do so much, or you can have one color. You don't have to have the blend. Whatever you feel works for you. We're going to go into the cheek palette again. We're going to go with a bit more warmer colors. So I'm going to take my Sonia G soft cheek brush, and I'm going to take more of the warmer colors. So I might try this sort of more orangey shade on the end here. Oh, that's nice. That is gorgeous. Really lovely. That has a kind of, well, it's an orangey, kind of burnt orange kind of colour. That is a gorgeous colour. I'm loving it. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use one of the highlighters that I haven't used yet. I've got another one of my Sonia G Sculpt 3 brushes, which is a bit similar to the Fan Pro brush I think I used before. And I'm going to take more of the warmer pink colour. So I think I used the cooler one last time. So I'm going to use the warmer one, which is this one. And I'm going to go in with the fan brush. And then I'm going to go the same place I put before. It is gorgeous. I'm going to do the other side. And I don't know, it just makes your cheekbones pop. You know, sometimes highlighters can make you look like you're shining from outer space, and that's great, and I love that. And I have my Huda Beauty one, which I will use when I want a strong highlighter. But when you just want something really natural, this is really lovely. So I'm just putting that on now, but I think you can see that on camera at how gorgeous that is. So, so gorgeous. Yeah, I mean, I haven't even, you know, I'm trying to blend it just on the, a little bit on my brow bone, and then just blend it out here, just so you can see. And then I just put a little bit on my Cupid's bow. Oh my God, it is beautiful. Really, really pretty. So that is us playing with some of the colours from the cheek palette. And so we've used 4 out of the 6 shades. So we're going to use the warmer of the 2 SUQQU Comfort Lip Fluid Fogs, and this is in the colour 102, and I think you're going to love this. And this one has definitely more of a warmer tone to it, and it feels so nice on. Like, even though this is more of a matte finish, it is really, really lovely. Like, it feels moisturising still. So that is 102. Oh my God, I absolutely love it. So this is look number 2. It's gorgeous. So this is the finished look, and I have some mascara on now. Again, I have the Pat McGrath Dark Star. It is beautiful. The blush is gorgeous. The highlight is gorgeous. The eye colour is gorgeous. And the lip is gorgeous. I really don't know what else to say. It's just, I feel like every time SUQQU brings something out, like I think to myself, now they're not going to better the last collection. There's no way. And even when I went today and I looked and compared the 2 sort of eyeshadow palettes to the cheek palettes. I thought to myself, oh my God, like, how do they do it? How do they keep upping their game? And how do they keep finding the colors? And I just love the way that everything is so wearable. So this is more of the warm look. And the eyes are gorgeous. I haven't purposely done any brows or anything. I just wanted to show you what the eye makeup looked like, the cheek and the lips with a little bit of mascara so you could see how it looks. Okay, so as promised, I said I would basically go through both sets of cheek palettes as a comparison. I have them both here. I have the 103 and the 102. But I thought what I might do is show you visibly on my arm, and I'll do a still as well of this, the comparisons between the two. The top row here is the new cheek palettes, and the bottom row is the previous cheek palette. There are some similarities, but I wouldn't say major. So this is what's in the first row. So if you look, this one, which is the new sort of blush, is probably similar to this blush here, and it's really quite hard to tell. Probably there is similarities in those two. Then you've got the highlighters, so it's probably easy to point out the highlighters to you. There's the highlighter here, here, and here, which is from the new one. So you can see there's more of a champagne colour, more like a kind of pinky colour, then a kind of rose gold colour on the edge. Then at the bottom, these are the old ones, the two highlighters. This one's more pinky than that one. It's got more of a sort of purple undertone, that's more pinky. And then that one is more sort of rose gold, but not as deep as that rose gold, if that makes sense. And then you've got the two colours here, which do look similarly alike. Those are the two blushes. This one is probably leaning more towards the kind of deeper, and then this one's kind of lighter. And then you've got the two purples shadows there, which are again quite similar. It's hard. It's hard. I think the only way to kind of tell is when you put it on your cheeks. Let me show you the two palettes now. This one is the new palette, and this is the first palette. So if you're looking for more warmer, then I'd probably say if you're looking for something that's gonna like pop and you want something kind of like fuchsia and then this is the one to get. If you want something a little bit more kind of cool toned, a bit more warmer, but warmer in the sense that it's not gonna pop as much, then maybe this one. But they do serve different purposes, and this is the first time that SUQQU has brought out these cheek palettes. So I think there's difference enough to get both palettes. However, if you're on a budget, then I would say it depends on what you like. If you like more cooler tones, then this one. If you like more warmer tones, then probably this one. I think that's probably the best way to differentiate between the two. This collection is absolutely stunning. I have been waiting for this collection to drop for a little while now, and the fact that it dropped and I had the opportunity to pick it up straight away and use it and see how beautiful it was, it is just stunning. And I think from a makeup artist's perspective, I think that the colours are really beautiful. They're really pigmented. I think that people with darker skin tones are going to really appreciate this particular collection, because I think that the strength of the pigment is a lot stronger than the previous collection. I think that they are getting better and better, SUQQU. I think that the colour selection is well thought out. I love the inspiration behind all the different collections, and I'm really, really looking forward to I think there's one more launch coming. Potentially there may be something else, but there's definitely a big launch coming up for Christmas, so I can't wait to see what they bring out and share that with you as well, because I am like one of the biggest SUQQU fans ever, and I love the fact that they are trying to set themselves apart from others, and I can't stress how much I love Japanese brands. Like, I love them, and I think that there is something exquisite about the way SUQQU do their makeup, and like I said, the way it looks on camera is beautiful. I haven't done a major amount. This is me kind of showing you, if you were going to put this makeup on an everyday basis, how this would look, and I hope that that has come across on camera. Please leave your comments below in the comments section. I'd love to hear your thoughts. What will you be picking up from the collection? Has this helped you? Would you like to ask me any questions? I'm going to answer them the best I can, but please let me know, and please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell for weekly uploads, and I will see you again in my next video. Thank you.